It's SME week this week. We are going to hear over the course of this week from 4 nominees, candidates for the SME award. As ever, Stuart Fleming is here from Enviroserve to, I was going to say, grill our next contestant nominee. It's not really a grilling, is it, Stuart?
No, not really, not today.
It's a lightly peppered questioning.
Indeed, sprinkled with a bunch of fun.
Yeah, and a little bit of love on top of that as well. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm going to stop.
Enviroserve presents the Dubai Eye 103.8 Entrepreneur Awards 2017, celebrating the best and most innovative entrepreneurial success in society.
Now, back to business. It's been tough to get down to 4 SMEs, but we are on the second of our finalists. Let's meet the second. Sami, Bilal, Elayan is Senior Business Development Executive at D&A Consult. Sami, nice to have you here.
Nice to be here, Tim.
So, you are representing D&A Consult. You offer integrated services across the property and infrastructure life cycle. Main services provided by the company are in the field of cost control. I'm going to let you explain what that is in a moment. Now, today is about getting off to a good start, making sure that you get across and make a strong case for why your business deserves to be recognised. Okay, we're going to find out more about that. You're going to be pitching the idea, first of all, to Stuart. He's going to ask you a number of set questions from a total of, I think we've got 15 set questions, so that it's as fair as we can make it for anybody. If you have a question, you're listening at the moment thinking, okay, I want to know what integrated services across the property and infrastructure life cycle are, you can ask Sami directly. Drop them in by text and we'll try and get to put them through to him. Now, you have 30 seconds, Sami. Pitch your business. Tell us why you deserve to be the SME of the year. Anything else you think we need to know. And your 30 seconds start now.
So, D&A Consult is a Dubai-based consultant offering project management and cost consultancy services. Since our inception in 2013, we have secured many commercial and residential projects. In 2014, we acquired the ISO 9001, 14001, and 18001. In 2015, we took it to a whole new level. We acquired the ISO 26000, which is related to social responsibility. In that same year, we were recognized and awarded by the Dubai SME organization for Best Growing Corporation in the services sector. And recently, we have achieved our biggest achievement to date by becoming an official trusted verifier for Guinness World Records for projects in the construction business.
That is time. It goes really quickly.
It does.
All right then.
He was bang on.
For a change, I actually looked at the clock. Stuart Fleming from Enviroserve, you're asking the questions. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Sami, great to have you here and be one of the 4 that are hopefully making it through to a finalist.
We hope so. We hope so.
There we go. The 26,000 is something that struck a chord with me. There's not many companies out there with 26,000. Why would you have done that?
Well, the whole company is based on diligence and authenticity, and we tend to take transparency into the core of our business. Being transparent in this kind of market, because we're dealing a lot with people's money and we're dealing a lot with costs of the project, transparency is a big deal. So basically be socially responsible and having an open book kind of relationship really limits conflict of interest.
It really does. So you've got a social responsibility that the client can understand. Now, where does D&A Consult change the transparency? How do you give that transparency to your client?
By basically opening all of our books to them. When we come and we do a cost estimate for a project and we do kind of a value engineering or a cost reduction exercise, by being transparent is by explaining to the client exactly what he's getting. We don't just quote for a set project and say, well, this is the price, and the price would be including a scope of services that's not even related to what the client really needs. We try to really understand what the client wants, what's his objectives from hiring us. We get to that point, and that's when we become successful, because we would be the only ones actually quoting him for what he needs.
So 2013, that's not long ago.
Not at all, no.
You're in a very competitive environment.
Extremely.
So how do you differentiate yourself from your plethora of competitors out there, all vying for that same business?
Well, to be honest, we have a really fantastic team. Okay, I mean, I can't give enough of a shout out to the people that have made this possible. The team consists of people who have been in the industry for 35 and 40 years, who are well aware of what the construction industry wants, who are here in the Gulf throughout that period. Usually what we get as our clients is a returning customer. Once we break that first barrier and we get through to them and they deal with us, and we have such a great like business relationship between them and us, and we work in such a transparent way that they trust us. And after they trust us, that's all you need. You just need how many recurring customers in order for you to become successful.
Absolutely.
I mean, with the client bases that we have, give me 3 developers and they trust me, and I'll be able to make it to more than 10, 20 years if they keep coming back.
And there's a passion there that obviously drives through with those kind of successes and those kind of companies that you listed out in your entry. Now, keeping those customers is one thing. Bringing on customers, how do you link those two together to help each other?
Well, honestly, they kind of conflict a little bit, because once you focus more on the business development side of things, okay, you tend to kind of give away some of the attention towards the actual clients who are used to seeing you as the face of the company, because you're too busy trying to bring on other clients. The key to solving this is actually having a proper team underneath you, a sales team, in order for them to actually be directly interacting with the actual clients. Bringing on clients is quite a difficult task. I mean, you don't understand how many people we come in who want tenders, who come in not knowing exactly what our services are. And we sit there, we have to educate them in order for us to figure out what they want and point them in the right directions of other people who are basically other consultants coming into in order for them to actually benefit them in that sense, that they offer the services that they require.
And are you actually saving them money?
Of course, yes. If I can, well, if I can list out the projects that we've done, and if we do a kind of a peer review or a cost control exercise, we do tend to limit variations and give them a more realistic price to what is the contract's actual value.
All right. Sami, we're going to go to a break. I'm going to come back and ask you what those services are that you mentioned there. If you need to educate potential customers and the man in the street, I am the man in the street. We'll ask you that in a moment. Sami, Bilal, Elayan is from D&A Consult, the second of our nominees on SME. We're in week 3 of the Dubai Entrepreneur Awards 2017. Craig asked the differentiator question that you asked there a moment ago, Stuart. We've also got Kevin. We'll come to Kevin's question. We'll put that to you in a moment, Sami. More